And next to me is an artist that actually has been at the Eurovision stage back in 1988. Dublin, it was where it came from. And he lost by, not, I shouldn't say lose, no, he didn't have that point to win the Eurovision Song Contest. And it is Scott Fitzgerald. Go! Well, nice to meet you.
And it's nice to meet you too. That was a lovely introduction. I thought it was beautiful. I lost by one.
No, he didn't lose actually. But
not really. But you know, I lost it to a very beautiful lady, you know. And what a wonderful singer, you know. And to tell you the God's honest truth, I think she made a wonderful career out of it as well. And I think if I would have won it, I don't think I would have been a big star as Celine Dion, you know. So I actually served the purpose in a beautiful way. And it worked very well for the lady, you know. But I still get my little cards and that through the, you know, Christmas time and stuff.
From Celine Dion?
Yeah, well, that's she signed the book.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. She signed the book. And so the boy bought it for £300. I said, you know, Jesus is going to give you a star for this, because these kids really need it, you know. That £300 could save that child's life.
That's right.
There was a book which was auctioned tonight for our listeners, so they know what it is about.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
And it was Celine Dion who signed it personally. And she would have been here, believe me, but she's working in Vegas.
Yeah.
And she signed the book, and in the auction it sold wonderfully for £300. And as I said, it saves a child's life. It helps. And this is why we do it. And I'm very proud to do it. And I know I haven't done the Eurovision thing for many years. And like I said to you earlier, the first time I sung the song was in the Eurovision Song Contest. And when I lost to Celine Dion, I never sang it again.
So tonight was the only other time you sang it again?
That's right. I've only sang the song twice. One at the Eurovision and once tonight.
And let's try, maybe if you can still do it the third time. A little bit of the song, do you mind?
Oh yes, I never felt like this before. Seeing you again only makes me sad. I recall the times when we were in love and had everything. It makes me so sad. Go before you break my heart once more. I know that's what you come here for. Go before you say I love you the way you did the day before you walked away from me.
That would have been the winner if Celine Dion wouldn't have been.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for doing this.
This is a great pleasure. And I'd like to say to the Netherlands people, I mean, I lived, I think I told you, in Rotterdam for 10 years. And I loved every minute of it. And my most favourite people in the world there were people like Tontelin, like Mancanelis, Burian, or Johnny Jordan, Willie Alberti. They were all the old stars. And they really made Amsterdam and Holland what it is. And I love the new stars like René Vroger, they're all my friends. And Gerard Jolings, and he was in the competition in 1988. And he was one of my best friends in the competition, you know.
Amazing.
And you know, all the people in the Netherlands, I like to wish them very much well, and all my friends, and Lee Towers, and God bless Andre Hazes, my little friend who died not so long ago, you know. And all the toppers.
The toppers.
And Gordon as well.
Shine, yeah.
Yes, and Gordon. All of them, they're all friends of mine. In fact, I made a video 2 Christmases ago for Kika. And that's the cancer research. And I did it with Yvonne Keely and Patricia Pai, Gordon, all the big stars in the Netherlands. Because you remember we did it with a choir, a children's choir. Well, we had all #1 artists in the Netherlands became the choir. And they gave it all the time. And we got Pixel, the film company, to come and film it. So it's on the internet at the moment. And it's all the Netherlands stars that are all singing If I Am Yours. And we gave all the royalties away. I gave all my royalties, and so did they, you know. And so it all goes to Kika, and that's the children's charity for cancer research. And so all the money went there, and we did a beautiful gala in Amsterdam. And all those beautiful rich people, I will say to you, thank you very much. You're wonderful people. And we raised an awful awful lot of money. And I say thank you very much. And I say thank you very much from Ivan Keely as well.
First, what did pull you actually to the Netherlands? Why are you there?
I think why I went to the Netherlands was to tell you the God's honest truth. When If I Had Words came out, it became such a hit in the Netherlands. And it was really, I mean, 11 weeks #1, and that is quite awesome at the time, for that little song. And really, I went over to do a show there. They wanted me to perform in the Studio 54. I don't know, it's a very famous place, the Studio 54, for 2 weeks. And I stayed for 10 years. I made so many friends over there, and I love them so much, you know, and they know that as well. They know what I'm talking, and you know, that's why I live there, because I love them a lot, you know, and they've loved me all, you know, for all my career. When I go to the theatre and I perform, they're all there.
So you sing at theatres, or you act? You're an actor?
Yeah, I also do movies as well. Yeah, I do films. Never Too Young to Rock. I did that film with Mud, the Rubettes, the Glitter Band. I don't know if you saw it. A long time ago this was. This was a while back. And then I did The Last Snows of Spring, which was another movie. And then the other one I did was Percy's Progress. So, you know, I do both of them. I do a lot. And I did the musical Hair, the original one.
That's amazing.
And so I've had a long career. I sang in the Cavern. I used to be a blues singer many years ago. John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, I don't know if you ever heard of them. Eric Clapton. These wonderful people, they were all playing, you know. And I've had a wonderful, I've travelled the whole world. People say, well, I've never seen you, Scott, for a long time. It's only because I'm performing somewhere else. It is. I mean, the 5 countries are what Eurovision did for me, which was wonderful. I had never worked in Scandinavia. And all of a sudden, the Eurovision opened the whole of Scandinavia. And I ended up working in Scandinavia for 15 years. And now I've got the Scandinavian people, the Netherlands people, and I just loved them very much, you know. And so I love working around the world. In Dar es Salaam, Zambia. My God, I've worked in Alaska. I've worked everywhere, and I've taken my kids with me. So I've given my kids an education at the same time. And I always take my family with me, you know. But as I said, the reason why I stopped singing was because my wife got cancer. And so I look after her now, and my wife's there. So that's why I stopped. Because my wife is more important. And my children, and my grandchildren, and then comes singing. There's not singing, then comes my wife, then comes the grandchildren. No. It's not for me. And that's why I stopped singing. So that's why nobody's really seen me around for a long time. And so my wife's a little bit better now, and she pushed me to do this. You know,
to sing at the stage in Gateshead for this Toma Fund concert.
And it was my wife, you know. And so now I will do these things. I'll come out of my thing, as long as they don't take me away from my grandchildren. I'm happy now, everybody. Probably it's the happiest I've ever been in my life. It really is. I'm not saying I didn't have a happy career. God, I had a really, it was very tiring and very, very heavy sometimes, you know. I think people think you just walk up on a stage, oh, it's so easy, and you sing a song, oh my goodness. The hours I put in, sometimes 18 hours a day, I'm travelling, and then I come off, I'm in a hotel room, you know, I have a hamburger, I'm on the stage doing a show, and then the next morning I'm off again, another 15 hours on an airplane. It's not a very nice life, but it's the life I chose when I was a little boy, you know. And that's all I've done all my life. I've never done anything else. Is the theatre and performing since I was a baby, you know.
You live in the Netherlands, and the Dutch had their selection to the Eurovision Song Contest at the end of February. Have you been able to watch it? Have you seen it?
Well, actually, I saw that they put some things for the internet, some of my friends, you know, and it's just the clothes I'm worried about this year. The Indian things are all Indian, and I'm a little bit worried about that, to tell you the God's honest truth. I'll never see nothing against it. The song and all that, yeah, come on, you know, you put a song in Eurovision, you know, you're playing the dice. You can throw the dice because you can have a great song and a great singer or whatever, and because of whatever reason, the voting, it's just a chance, you know, that you may win this thing, or you may get a nice position, you know. I mean, I never thought Go was going to go as far as what it actually did, to tell you the God's honest truth. Really?
Amazing, really amazing.
I really thought, well, I'll do the best performance I can. And I thought, oh, I don't know, you know. I said, you know, you just never can tell. And all of a sudden, when I'm looking at the points going, I'm going, my goodness, you know, this is great, you know. And guess who didn't vote for me? The Netherlands.
And now you boost the economy, don't you?
Well, anyway, I forgave them a long time ago, you know. It's just fun, don't forget. This is all fun.
Do you have any other memories from the time in Ireland at the Eurovision Song Contest back in '88?
Yeah. I thought the Irish people were just wonderful. You know, I'm a Scot, and the Irish people are very close to us. They're cousins. Mm-hmm. That's what we are. If you say to a Scot and the Irish, they say, oh, we're cousins and stuff like that. And I'm very close to them. But don't forget, I had success in Ireland before the Eurovision with If I Had Words. So I had a lot of people there that I knew, and I went over there many, many, many times. In fact, my grandmother was Irish, you know. So you know that most of the Scots, half of them are Irish anyway, you know, it's a mixed, you know, like Liverpool, you know. And so anyway, what was the question? I talked too much. I just, my mouth runs over.
It's so amazing to listen to you about it. Your memories of Eurovision in 1988.
At 1988, I was very surprised when I went over, because I ended up, because there was lots of problems at that time and stuff, so there was the security that was surrounding me all the time, because I was representing the United Kingdom.
Of course.
Oh yeah, and I really had a lot of the private security people and everything, and everywhere I went, even when I slept, there was somebody outside the door. All that sort of stuff. So anywhere I went, it was them that took me anywhere I would go. And but the memories that I did have were very beautiful. I really, really enjoyed the people, and I enjoyed all the people in the Eurovision at that time as well. And I had a great friend, Gerard Joling, who was representing the Netherlands at the time as well. So we would talk together and all that sort of stuff and sort of laugh all about this, you know. And no, I had a wonderful time in Ireland, and I love the Irish people, and they know that as well, you know. They really do, you know. And I can only say what Billy Connolly says, you know, Shalamali, you know. And they know what that is as well, you know. But no, I loved Ireland, and I loved doing it at the time, you know. But, you know, times have moved on now, and I'll come and do some more Eurovision things. I will, I promise. I know I've been naughty for the last 25 years. I know the guys have been saying, well, we've been to a lot of Eurovision things, but we've never seen you, you know. And, but like I said, that was the reason, because my wife got sick. That's the real reason for it. And, you know, before I was travelling all around the world, and sometimes I couldn't be with my wife. I'd have to leave her at home sometimes for months at a time. Although a lot of the time they would come with me, but there was other times that I couldn't because I was moving too fast. The kids are at school now, you know, secondary school. I did very well when I did, because when I took them on the road, I had a teacher with me. Oh yeah, you know, they actually went on the road, but they had to do the school lessons and stuff, and to be with me, and they did. And it was wonderful. So my children saw the world. I've been around the world, and my wife. And, but as I said, you know, now I want to do some more. And I want to do more, raising more funds for children who have cancer. Anywhere in the world. Anywhere. And I will go there.
Amazing.
And that's a promise. And I'll do all I can.
We hope you succeed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for talking to us. It's really been a big, big honor to meet you, Scott. And
it's a great pleasure.
And he was almost the winner of 1988.
Yuck.
But not
Thank you very much.
No.